What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. In this video I want to discuss how to make coins throughout Team of the Season Serie, things you guys can be doing to make coins every single day during the promo. So if you guys do enjoy this type of video, make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here as well. The first thing I want to kind of talk about is tomorrow morning. What are we expecting now? Tomorrow morning, prior to 6 p.m. UK, you're usually going to see a little bit of panic selling on particular cards. Whether that be past specials, icons, gold metas. People do like to panic sell prior to a promo if they haven't had leaks before or something like that. So, in my opinion, I would just go on to FIFA 20 players right here. It's very, very simple. And you just kind of look through anything that kind of looks out of the ordinary, right? And obviously, this is the top echelon of players right here. But if you maybe put down your price of like, let's just go like 60,000 coins, right? Filter by the price, and then we just go order by PS price, right? Which one's the most expensive? And then we just kind of look right here like, okay, you know, Team Leader Allison, the nominee card, right? If this card tomorrow morning is like, I don't know, like 52k, 53. If you could find cards like this, it's good. Like, these are cards that usually like to fluctuate a lot. And on times that you do get panic sold, you're going to be able to make a little bit of coins doing that. So, getting in on some specials tomorrow that do go down, you should see a little bit of a rebound at night. Now, Serie A specials, you should see go up a lot tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and then into the following week, right? That's kind of what we saw with the Bundesliga cards. So, if you guys didn't actually look, some of the Bundesliga cards went up a lot today. Like, they did really, really well. So, if I show you guys right here, Timo Werner, for example, Timo Werner right now is 180,000 coins in the market. Look at this rise, by the way, from Thursday and Friday. Just kept going up and up and up. And look at this rise between Wednesday and Thursday, man. 130 going all the way to 180. These are easy coins you guys could be making on cards. Another card I think that is continuing to rise now, that's a Serie A center back, is Juan Jesus. That's a card that I believe at the moment is about 53,000 coins. Now that's up a little bit from 46. If you see any Serie A special in the morning tomorrow getting lower that we talked about in Wednesday's upload, like Juan Jesus, like Dybala's road to the final, this is a card that I believe is getting into Team of the Season. So if you look at Dybala right here, he's up at 240 right now. He's up a lot. But again, if you see this down to 220 tomorrow morning, I would be looking at picking that up because that should theoretically keep rising into next week. I think Ronaldo is a card that, now we saw Messi, weirdly enough, actually dropped 30,000 coins between the Friday and the Sunday when he was out of packs. Now he's up a little bit today. He's up about 10-15,000. If you get this at under 330, this is pretty good for out of pack Cristiano Ronaldo investing. This should be something you guys could probably make some coins on. So, keeping with the Serie A specials, man, like buying anything like Dybala's informs or his road to the final, or in particular, Nainggolan's headliner. Okay, a card that maybe if we get, and from what people are telling me, we're going to be getting a Allen SBC. Allen's SBC may make some midfielders drop, but like the Thiago and like some of those kind of cards, they could rebound a little bit after next week. So, make sure to look at the market and see what kind of cards have dropped because of Allen. And then because Allen will most likely, if that is the SBC that comes out today, should be like pretty like cheap because every SBC on the Friday has been pretty cheap as well. So that'll make midfielders drop, which means that you guys can get on some deals from the cards that get panic sold because of that. This Nainggolan headliner, if he goes down to 210, 220, great investment. This guy's gonna go to 300 in my opinion. The sky's the limit with this card because his Team of the Season should go to like 1 mil. He should be about 1 million coins. The 87 inform is currently on the market at 102,000. That's obviously up a little bit as well today, but not as up as the other cards have been. So take a look at your Nainggolan. Take a look also at like Dries Mertens. Mertens Shapeshifter and his headliner card would have a good amount today. See if they go a little bit lower tomorrow. You look at picking those cards up, okay? See if any Serie A special is low tomorrow before 6 p.m. And you can still buy into them if they're only down 5-10k. You should be able to buy into them and just let them keep rising up. Now, we're going to do something and we're going to talk about ways to buy League On special cards before anyone else. So that video is going to be Saturday. I'm going to make that video Saturday talking about what specials you want to be buying from the League On. So make sure you guys are subscribing, getting those notifications on, because I will tell you guys some investments you guys can make that will probably just keep on rising into the next week and a half-ish. Another thing you guys can do tomorrow to make some coins, obviously we've seen a lot of rise on the 82 to 86 market. If you see those cards dropping again back down to the normal prices, for example, 84 is going on to 3K, 85 is at 6, 86 is at 13, 83 is at like 1.3 and under. If you see those cards going back down because of the lightning rounds, look at picking them up, club stocking those cards in your club, because we know how good it's been just to invest in some SBCs, because if they require high chemistry, people are going to need to have the good nationalities and buy cards that are not in their club right now. If you look at 87 to 18,000, if you look at 88s, 22, 23, those are getting really, really low. In my opinion, the 88s to 89 market actually has the most opportunity right now for investing. If you want to buy 88s at 23 and under, and if you want to buy 89s at 30 and under, that's the lowest they've been in a while, man. So I would expect, because EA, what they usually do is they usually rise the 82 to 86 market before they start rising the 87 to 90 market. So I would see that happening this weekend or sometime next week with a flashback player or something like that. So take a look at any fodders. This Liga NOS team, you're going to want to buy prior to them going into packs. I would assume that Saturday or Sunday is going to be the lowest day for them. Some of the cards that I'm kind of looking at to flip out of packs really quickly, like literally 2-3 day profits. Look at Corona at 30k and under, Peasy at 65, 64, Tarat at 43, Gabriel at under 80, 75-ish, Rafa at 140, 135, and, you know, that's pretty much it, man. Like, I like Tellus because I think he could rise a little bit, but because of how expensive some fullbacks are compared to this card, I don't know if I like that. I know he has a great card and everything like that, but we are going to be getting some more left backs that come out in the next few weeks as well. So take a look at those prices. You guys can club stock the Paulinhos and the Vinicius and any of those. The high rate of market's actually really down right now. So like an 89 fullback, even if you're not using him, he still could be used in SBC fodder, you know, for SBCs. So take a look at that. Now, I was going to recommend to you guys to buy players of the cards that are going out of packs. You guys could be looking at a few cards. Like I heard Pellegrini could be getting a team of the season. If that's the case, then Pellegrini's gold should go up because he's needed for the Roma SBC, which obviously gives you a good pack back. So yeah, Pellegrini's over under 1,000 coins. This would be a safe investment in my opinion. And I would look at some other ones that aren't up as much. Obviously, like the Chris Smalling, right? He's up to like 4.2k right now. He's up a lot. And actually, you know what? He is back down from where he was. He was 3.9. Now he's back down. That's actually not too bad then. How much is Chris Smalling? If you get this guy at 2,000 under, that's fine by me, because he's going out of packs for the next week or so. If you look at like maybe like a Paulo Dybala, let me see how much he is going for at the moment. I'm assuming that this card is probably up more than others. Yeah, he's 33,000 coins, but for an 88, man, I think you guys can get this at 30k and under. I think that's not too bad for an investment if he goes to 40 plus, right? So maybe you take a look at some cards that are going out of packs tomorrow. In terms of just trading, overall trading, obviously you can do fluctuation trading, which I have a video on. You guys can pretty much just like buy cards when they get a little low on the hourly, sell them at the nighttime or whenever they get back to their peak and stuff like that. You guys can look at icons. Two different things you can do: basic chemistry style. You go to the 59th minute, put a filter on that you like. Look at the icon league here, because there's obviously icons that should drop for 1 to 2 hours tomorrow and then rebound up after lightning rounds. I'm talking about the primes and the prime moments. They should drop a little bit, get a deal on them, and then they should rise at night, because people obviously are putting together their squads, and you should be able to make some coins that way. So if I had a budget between, you know, 600 and 1.5, I'd go 601 to like 1.4 basic, and then just kind of go to the 59th minute and see if you can find some deals on that. That's a good way to make some coins tomorrow as well, and even on Saturday and Sunday as well. Another thing to make some coins is if you want some like lower budget things, man, lower budget sniping filters is obviously the easiest way to go about doing things. They always have a value that they always hold. So for example, this Moss card's 1.1k, Like, if you get these cards at 700 to 800, man, this is easy coins right here. Just a couple hundred coins a card. Really good for a low budget. I would also look at silver cards from top 5 leagues. Just look and see what the cheapest one on the market is and snipe underneath that. For example, the Premier League one is currently cheapest at 450. So you probably would just want to snipe under 450. That's literally what you would do. Serie golds. So they're currently going for a minimum like 1.3 to 1.4 right now. And maybe upwards of that, actually, because if I look at Nandez right here, card that's not particularly used a lot, but I use him in SBCs, he's already 1.6 thousand coins. So if these cards, if you guys want to snipe them during lightning rounds tomorrow, 1.2 and under, they should go to 2K by Sunday and Monday. So that would be something that I can look at. I would also get involved with League On rares because they are going to continue to rise. So like a card like a War, for example. Just find a list of, like, you know, rare goals that you guys can use to make some coins. So like a War right here, he's already like 1500. So you want to be buying these at under 12 because there's only 72 rares in the League On. So if they do decide to, I'm going to see a lot of people buying into these cards. I have a feeling that if you just club stock these, or even if you want to go balls deep, like at 1.1 to 1.2 under, I like that. Find a list of cards that you like. You can make some coins that way. Other than that, I'm trying to think of other things. Obviously, trading with the team of the season cards is going to be pretty efficient tomorrow. That, though, is really just kind of knowing the market and knowing if a price is too low. For example, like, you know, obviously sniping a card for middle, like, for example, last week we had this, who was the guy that was just, oh, Davies. So Davies was a card that EA refused to update his price range, and people got burned because of it. It was up at 550, went all the way down that one night. I think it was Saturday night, went down to 370. And then went right back up to like 460. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in the market. He's currently on the market at like 430, 440 right now. So these cards should continue to rise. Some of the Bundesliga ones will rise up tomorrow. I'm liking 4 cards to keep on rising tomorrow. Let me tell you guys right now some of the cards I like. I think that Holland could rise a little bit. I think that Davies will rise. Upamecano could rise. Hakimi could rise, and I think Hummels will rise as well, because Hummels is the kind of card that people are hyping up a lot. I've heard from 2 different top-tier players, or players that have a lot of influence in this community, that this card's good. Now, if that is the case, then this card is going to get hyped up a little bit and continue to rise out of packs. So maybe you look out for a Mats Hummels here, you know, for an out-of-pack investment, see if he rises a little bit. Other than that, I mean, I think that's everything, like, I kind of covered. Just kind of glancing over a few things. Obviously, the lower budget sniping. If you are lower budget sniping, find a filter that works for you. Snipe underneath the current card, and then sell for whoever the card is going for. Because anytime you snipe under the cheapest one, you will never lose coins on the card, because you were sniping at the cheapest price possible. And with that budget, you're working with low tax, so you're not losing much. And then I would also say with the Serie and League On rares, if you want to make some coins like that, you guys can go and just snipe them regularly. Like, if you want to snipe at 1K to sell for 1.4, that's also very good. Find individual players. I would also say with the rare golds, I'll probably mention this a few times on my videos on Saturday and Sunday, but you could start buying rare golds prior to next Thursday. The Premier League ones, the ones that get good nationalities. If those drop again next week through supply, those cards should go up for the upgrades next Thursday, because people are going to want to try and pack a Ronaldo. They usually go to about 1.2 to 1.3 while you buy them at 700 to 800. It's a pretty easy investment. So thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful as well. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.